Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the fifth session in Clean Expo and Fasimax webinar entitled Changing Landscape of Cleaning, Driving the Cleaning and Maintenance Industry. First of all, on behalf of ARCHIDEX, Clean Expo, Fasimax and Malaysian Association Cleaning Contractor, I would like to thank to everyone watching the ARCHIDEX Online, ARCHIDEX Facebook or YouTube channel for taking the time to be with us today. The webinar today talks about Clean Expo and Fasimax, which will be held concurrently with ARCHIDEX and how it can provide cleaning and facilities management businesses with a platform to prepare for a better 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the recently imposed CMCO and over concern for our exhibitors, visitors and partners, ARCHIDEX Special Edition 2020 has been rescheduled. ARCHIDEX 2021 will now be held from 7 to 10 of July 2021 at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, Malaysia. The organizer will be contacting you soonest regarding your participation in Clean Expo and Fasimax 2021 and on any inquiries that you may have. We thank you for your support and look forward to a more lucrative 2021. Back to the webinar. With us today, we have three panelists who will discuss how cleaning and facility management companies are coping with the impact of third wave in COVID-19 and how we can drive this industry through the platform beyond the pandemic. They are Mr. Wong Yi Kong, Product Manager of Tenant at UMW Industries 1985, Sdn Bhd, and Mr. Dinaraj Das, General Manager at Duromac Malaysia, Sdn Bhd, and Puan Hajah Jamiah Jaafar, Director of Business Development and at Harta Maintenance, Sdn Bhd. And this session is moderated by myself. I am Dato' Haji Muhammad Hazir bin Shafi, Treasurer of Malaysian Association of Cleaning Contractors. Before we proceed further, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to post your question in the live chat, and we will address them at the end of the webinar. We do apologize in advance if we are unable to address at all your questions. Without further ado, let's start with the first round of questions with our first panelist. Can we have Mr. Wong on screen, please? Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Wong.
Hi, good afternoon, Dato'. How are you?
Hi, how are you today? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. All right, good.
Okay, goes to the first question, yeah? In your opinion, as a product manager for tenant at UMW, what is driving the cleaning and maintenance industry today? Over to you, Mr. Wong.
Okay, thank you, Dato', for your question. Well, basically, a simple answer to this question is technology. Technology is driving and changing the cleaning industry too. We talk about Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, robotics, and automation. And these are the things that are driving and changing the way the business operates. As technologies evolve, they typically become more affordable, more advanced, and more universal. One of the technologies that we are looking at tenant is robotics, or more specifically, AMR scrubber machines. AMR stands for Autonomous Mobile Robots. Cleaning robots are getting more and more popular, and they can help in cleaning the facilities in a number of ways. They can address labor shortage problem, increase productivity, and maintain a high standard of cleaning. However, not all robot cleaning machines are created equal. I think there are 4 factors that is important for you to consider when you're choosing a robotic cleaning machine. 1 is the hardware, 2 is the software, 3 is the people, and 4 is the processes. Over here, I would like to elaborate more on the hardware and the software. Before you talk about the robots, the biggest chunk of the machine is actually the cleaning parts. More than 80% of the cleaning robot parts are the traditional cleaning parts, which is like the scrubber motor, the vacuum system, and the drive system. These parts of the cleaning equipment needs to perform consistently and must be heavy duty. A robotic vendor should have proven usability, durability, and performance in these aspects. As for the software, While the machine does the actual cleaning, the AI-driven software enables the machine to do the cleaning autonomously. The software should have the following features if you look for the machines. Firstly is the safety features. Safety for the staff and the surrounding people is very important when the machine is working autonomously. Number two, the software should be able to deliver performance, data, and reporting capabilities, such as heat maps, cleaning coverage, and machine utilization, so that the owner can do data analysis and continuously improve on their processes. And thirdly, ease of use. The machine needs to be intuitive and easy to use, as the operator needs to program it manually, select routes, and troubleshoot. For this tenant, we ourselves have more than 100 years of expertise in cleaning machines, and we are partnering with BrainCorp to bring the AMR scrubber machines into the market. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wong. You did mention that those robots can address labor challenges, drive efficiencies, and maintain high standard of cleaning as they work alongside employees. What I can say is, robot cannot replace human, but we need competent people to control and maintain the robot. It's a new future in cleaning industry, and it's a professional career path for local. Okay, now let's bring to our second panelist. Good afternoon, Mr. Dinarash Das.
Good afternoon, Dato.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Dato?
I'm fine too, thank you. Okay, back to the question. Yeah, in your opinion, as a prominent supplier in Malaysia, are we ready for autonomous robotic cleaning and maintenance equipment? And how can Duromec help towards this? Over to you.
Thank you for the question, Dato. Yes, we are ready. But first, we have to make the industry to do away with the practice of headcount, where cleaning contractors are penalized for failure to supply the required number of workers rather than the cleaning services rendered. Currently, customers are more concerned of the number of cleaning workers supplied rather than the overall cleanliness of the building, which has contributed to many cleaning contractors has a very little knowledge of cleaning. Cleaning services is actually a professional cleaning services, but it's more like a manpower supplying agency at the moment. The practice of headcount is still being applied in assessing the performance of cleaning contractors. As a result, cleaning contractors are not able to use the latest innovation in cleaning, which can directly reduce the number of manpowers and are left behind in the latest technology in cleaning. We need to shift to performance-based cleaning to release the cleaning contractors from being saddled by the workers issue, particularly foreign workers and its related problems. I think we should start with MS 2550 standard. It should be implemented in both public and private buildings so that the cleaning contractor will be assessed on their cleaning performance or cleaning standard rather than the number of workers supplied. This will give the cleaning contractors the freedom to choose the best technology and innovation for achieving the best quality of work. It will also encourage the cleaning contractors to train their workers to enhance their skills as well. In terms of innovation, Duromec has launched the new robotic scrubbers, mainly two of it. One is the Hako Scrub Master B45i. It's a walk behind scrubber. And another one is Minuteman Max Ride Robo Scrub 20, ride-on scrubbers. We do plan to exhibit these robotic scrubbers in the upcoming Clean Expo, which is next year. Back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dinarash. You did mention that paradigm shift is greatly needed in the cleaning industry. Yeah.
Yes, Dr.
A shift from headcount to performance-based cleaning. Reason being to release the cleaning industry from big saddle with the workers' recruitment issue, particularly foreign workers and its related problems. MS 2550 should be implemented in both public and private buildings so that cleaning contractors will be assessed. Well, I agree, and fair enough. Hope that it will be gazetted under Ministry of Housing and Local Ministry Acts and to be enforced. On to our third panelist. Assalamualaikum, Puan Haja Jamia.
Waalaikumsalam, Dato.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, let's go to the question. In your opinion, what are the factors that drive the current and future demands of maintenance services in Malaysia? Over to you, Puan Haja.
Okay, thank you for the question, Dato'. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. The maintenance industry is very much driven by the growth of the economy of a country. The more buildings and facilities are built, the more demand for professional building maintenance, especially cleaning services, will be created and required. However, in today's competitive environment, in my opinion, the ability to create the demand for your service will ensure the sustainability of our business. In order to remain relevant and ahead of the rest, we have to ensure that we keep up with the technology, professionalism, implement new practices, flexible and willingness to adapt to changes in the client's business are key and crucial factors. The public, on the other hand, with the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, are very particular where they conduct their businesses and prefer a clean, healthy and safe environment. As such, building owners, business operators have great demand in providing a safe, conducive and clean surrounding that meet their customers' expectations. I believe the Clean Expo and Fesimex is timely, as many more are focusing on cleaning and facilities management as a needed service rather than an option. I hope this trend maintains from this point onwards, where we all live in a truly clean and sanitized environment. That's all from me, Dato', and back to you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Puan Haja Jamia. I would like to recap from the answer. Our economy now are depending on how we manage the outbreak of the COVID pandemic.
Okay.
We must be particular in our activities. Yeah,
Yep.
everybody must practice sanitization and disinfectant for a
Yep.
clean, healthy, and safe environment. I agree with you, Puan Haja.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. For the second round of question, we go back to our first panelist. Hi again, Mr. Wong.
Hi, hello, Dato'.
Hi. Okay. I'll go to the direct to the question. Yeah. The hottest topic at this moment is about cleaning and COVID-19. In your view, as a company that is the go-to in the industry, has the cleaning industry changed due to COVID? Over to you, Mr. Wong.
All right, thank you, Dato', for the question. So this is really a hot topic. Even the earlier panelists answered this COVID-19 question, and now is posed to me. All right. So if there's one thing that we learned recently about the COVID-19 is that the approach to cleaning has actually changed. When you all go to shop, eat at a restaurant or attend an event, everyone is thinking whether a space is clean or not, whether it's safe or not from germs. All right. While these factors are impacting us personally on a daily basis, companies are also responding and changing to their cleaning SOPs to help ensure that visitors are safe and comfortable. At the same time, companies need to remain flexible and adapt to the latest approach. We know that there are three ways that cleaning has really changed due to this COVID. All right. Firstly, is that more visible cleaning. Cleaning has always been very important, but then it has also gone unnoticed in the past. But as cleanliness has moved to the number one in everyone's mind, seeing is believing. Consumers now can see cleaners wiping down trolleys, cleaning registers between customers, and regularly disinfecting high-touch points to help them feel safe while performing the activities. Additionally, every floor cleaning has been more visible as companies clean them more often. Number two that we notice is that there's an increase in time and money spent on cleaning. ISA, our international body for cleaning supplies, estimates that as companies reopen, labor costs will increase 50%, while equipment, tools, and supplies will increase even further. Many stores and restaurants have shortened their business hours to allow for additional cleaning, which may mean more cleaning staff, more cleaning equipment, and more cleaning solutions. And number three, I noticed that there's new cleaning innovation coming up. In just a few months, we've seen new cleaning technologies emerge across the world and have seen a spike in robotic cleaning inquiries. As many companies plan for new realities of their cleaning programs, technologies that help cleaning more efficiently and more safely will be an important factor to consider. So for me, in summary, COVID-19 has actually changed the way we clean. The important thing is to follow this change and continuously improve on our cleaning SOPs. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wang. Okay, knowing that there are three ways that cleaning has changed in light of COVID-19. The first one is more visible cleaning. Second one is increase time and spend money on cleaning. And the third one is the adoption of new cleaning innovation and technology. Besides that, the most and the foremost important is the awareness. Please ensure everybody aware and do knowledgeable about COVID-19. Okay, moving to our second panelist for today. Hi again, Mr. Dinaraj.
Hi, Dato'.
Okay, question is, in your expert opinion, as a company that indeed provide various equipment and material, what is green cleaning and why must you incorporate green cleaning in this pandemic era? Over to you, Mr. Dinaraj.
Thank you for the interesting question, Dato'. Green cleaning is actually products and procedures that are safe for the environment and do not emit any pollutant when used. It is also important not only for the environment but also for the health of the general public. The cost and the effectiveness of green cleaning is a common concern with people making a shift from traditional cleaners. The truth is, traditional and green cleaners are actually very similar in terms of cost and effectiveness. There are few green disinfectant alternatives that can be used during this pandemic era. For example, sanitization with vapor at 160 degrees. You can sanitize the room in a more natural and a more sustainable way using vapor cleaners. These machines can sanitize washable surfaces, floors, eliminating up to 99.9% of viruses, germs, and bacteria. The second thing is that you can use cleaning with hydrogen peroxide. You can disinfect rooms using machineries that nebulizes a disinfectant product based on hydrogen peroxide, destroying bacteria without generating humidity. The treatment does not produce any violent organic component, and it's not a toxic or not toxic. After 20 minutes, the deodorant of the product is greater than 99.9%. And the last thing that you can use is ecological sanitation soap and gels. I sincerely feel there is a need to be a concerted effort to bring all cleaning and maintenance stakeholders together in giving this industry a voice. And we in Duromec, we are indeed excited to be part of this journey with Clean Expo and FESIMEC. Back to you, Dato'. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you again, Mr. Dinaraj. You did mention that green cleaning is an essence because it's using products and procedures that are safe for the environment and do not emit any pollutant when used.
Yes.
Green cleaning is important not only for the environment and our planet, but for the health of the general public. The truth is, traditional and green cleaning are actually very similar and in cost and effectiveness. Therefore, I would like to urge all players, please practice green cleaning. Please practice green cleaning. And okay, next, let's bring on our third panelist. Hi again, Puan Hajar Jamia.
Hi, Dato'.
Okay, the question is, as a person that is well versed in this industry, in your own words, what are the main challenges faced by the maintenance and cleaning service industry, as well as what are the solutions that you have undertaken? Over to you, Puan Hajar.
Thank you, Dato'. I believe there are most companies are facing a lot of challenges during this difficult period. For us, there are three main factors that is affecting us. Number one is controlling costs. Controlling costs remain one of the most critical challenges of building maintenance and cleaning contractors. As a result, facility managers typically find themselves having to maintain high quality service despite budget constraint. The recent pandemic has forced most clients to review their maintenance budget, and the maintenance provider are under tremendous pressure to do more with lesser costs from the client. Automation and introduction of innovative processes is one of the elements to reduce dependence on manpower requirement, as this is the highest overhead charges. Secondly is on the manpower supply. For the maintenance industry, getting the right staff who are consistent and able to stay in their job is one of the main challenges faced by facility managers. As for the cleaning industry, freezing of new foreign workers intake announced by the government has indeed greatly impacted the industry. Local workers are not easily available in capital cities and also do not see this industry as prestigious. So furthermore, local tends to jump from one company to another as compared to foreign workers who are more consistent and stable in their attendance. We currently not have much choice rather than just to follow through and try to incorporate automated cleaning. Changing the mindset of our people that cleaning services is a professional job that is essential and will enhance the environment is also a great challenge to us. Another factor, or the third factor, is the cost cutting by customers. Most clients are reviewing their operations costs during the COVID pandemic period. One aspect is to look again at the reducing manpower requirement for maintenance, although the contract is still running. This may cause disruption and financial constraints to the service providers. However, in this regard, there is an authority that can, if there is an authority that can adopt this sector and implement the current voluntary cleaning maintenance standard, I think it can indeed improve in this sector. Thank you, and back to you, Dato'.
Yeah, thank you, Puan Haja Jamia.
Yeah.
So there are three factors of challenges.
Yeah.
Number one, controlling costs. Yeah, I agree that everybody is reviewing their budget during this pandemic, but be sure that your budget is strongly protecting you. Number two is a manpower supply. To incorporate it with the automated cleaning is a very good idea. Number three, cost cutting by customers. My advice is please make sure that everybody is obey to government rules and regulation. And now we come to the third and final round. Let's bring on our first panelist once more. Hi again, Mr. Wong.
Hi again, Dato'.
Okay, to the question is, across the world, many have changed the way they do cleaning and are focusing more on sanitization and deep cleaning. In line with these changes, what are the technologies that Tenon would like to introduce into Malaysia? Over to you, Mr. Wong.
All right, thank you, Dato', for your question. And thank you very much to the organizer for giving us the opportunity to share this over here. Major cleaning companies across the world are working on green technologies or search ways to reduce the use of chemical so as to reduce the environmental impact of cleaning. People are looking for a detergent-free solution, which means no chemical, as consumers and companies are asking for cleaning products that are not damaging to the facilities, the surfaces, and health of the employees. This is where I think various companies manufacturing cleaning equipment has diverged in their approach. All right. Over here on the Tenon, we have a new generation of detergent-free cleaning solutions known as ECH2O NanoClean. All right. EC means using electricity. H2O means actually water. And NanoClean is actually taking from the nano technology that we are looking at. All right. This technology is in the second generation and has been around for more than 10 years and being used in thousands of Tenon scrubber machines worldwide. So ECH2O NanoClean uses electricity to convert water into a detergent-free solution that can clean effectively, save water, and reduce environmental impact as compared to using cleaning chemicals. This converted water is created by an E-cell that generates millions of tiny bubbles known as nanobubbles. These electrically charged nanobubbles are able to break down the dirt, food greases, and other salts, then suspend them in the cleaning water where it can be easily removed from the floor. The ECH2O NanoClean technology is our Tenon proprietary and is available together with selected scrubber machines in Malaysia. I think it will be great for malls, complexes, large complexes, and those pursuing a green building index. We can also show you that the ROI can be achieved within 24 months, and subsequently, you can save more than 75% of the chemical cost annually if you're using this technology. You can actually get more information of this technology from our Tenon website, or you can visit us at the Clean Expo and Festimax at KLCC from 7th to 10th of July 2021. So hope to see you there. That's it from me. Dato', over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wang. That is a good machine. It's a good machine. It's a green technology, and the return of investment are within 24 months, yeah, and subsequently save more than 75% on chemicals. Hope tenant will success with the new machine, and on behalf of MACC, we look forward for more best practices machine and concepts. Okay, back to our second panelist for today. Hi again, Mr. Dinaraj.
Hi, Dato'.
Okay, the question is, as a manufacturer who has owned your production plant, how cleaning equipment can help to combat the spread of COVID-19, and what measures has Duromec taken on this? Over to you, Mr. Dinaraj.
Thank you for your question, Dato'. During this pandemic, sanitization and disinfectant services are highly in demand. Hako, a brand that Duromec represent in Malaysia, is already started designing scrubbing machines which includes a disinfectant kit on it. Cleaning contractors now are able to do cleaning and also disinfectant at the same time. In Duromec, we have our own engineering team, and we have designed our own disinfectant kit that can be mounted on our industrial cleaning machines. We are currently doing it with all our customers, and we have also installed disinfecting kits on our industrial sweepers as well, not only scrubbers but also sweepers. During this MCO period, we have also installed this kit to many of our customers, and also we have designed a few kits for them as well for their different kind of machines. We have also designed a special disinfectant kit for our truck-mounted road sweepers. And currently, we are doing a lot of sanitation services with our town council customers, and we are seeing there is a high demand on this at the moment. So these are the few innovations that we have taken during this pandemic, and we hope to show these trucks also during the Clean Expo next year. And that's all from me, Dato'. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Dinaraj. I believe that you are all professionals in the industry. Hope that you can produce more green cleaning machine with a sanitization and disinfectant function, not limited to commercial, but also for domestic demand. Okay, moving on to our third panelist for today. Hi again, Puan Haja Jamia.
Hi, Dato'.
Okay, the question is, as a representative of one of the largest cleaning and maintenance service provider here in Malaysia, what strategies and action plan that service provider need to undertake for business continuity pre and post COVID-19 pandemic based on your own track record? Over to you, Puan Haja.
Okay, thank you, Dato', for the question. For us, based on our experience, some of the action plans that we have taken is to be more prudent in our costs. That means we need to review and analyze our company expenditure and budget and ensure maximum utilization of our resources. Secondly is the introduction of automation and usage of IoT wherever we can. In this pandemic period, less face-to-face human contact and increased efficiency through the automation, although it may cost more to the company. So we also looking for locals, to employ, and then we want to retrain them to take more responsibility and increase their productivity. Fourthly, we look at our the possibility is for us to look for strategic partnership and mergers to ensure the continuity of the business. Last but not least, we explore ways and means to ride on the government and private grants and funding to ensure the continuity of our business. We also need to professionalize the cleaning and maintenance industry by upholding standards and SOPs. I believe we need to work on this as a collective voice. And this is where MBCC can play a more active role, of which we are fully supportive, Dato'. That's all from me, and thank you, and back to you, Dato'.
Yeah, thank you, Puan Haja Jamia. Well, what I can say, it is a very good plan. Hope that contractors, especially MACC members, can benefit from this. And we strongly seeking government intervention in this cleaning industry, looking for a good governance too.
Yep.
Indeed, MACC is currently working on establishing the Malaysia Cleaning Council that will indeed gather the players of the industry, government, public, and also the operators of public spaces together, place a so-called cleaning center of excellence towards ensuring high standards in sanitization and hygiene in Malaysia and potentially the region. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard the experiences shared by our panelists on what are the opportunities available in this crucial era. It is time for us to hear from our viewers who may need clarifications or even suggestions with regards to the issues discussed by our panel of speakers. Let's bring on all our panelists again while I go through the question. Okay, question number one is come from Mr. Ali Khan. The question is, what support and incentives does the industry needs from the government to drive the industry to greater height? I think this question goes to Mr. Wong.
Well, I guess this is more towards the contract cleaners company to address this issue. I mean, for me, is that we are all profit center company, profit oriented companies lah. So I don't think it's very easy for us to get support and incentive from the government at this moment. All right, I think with the things that they are managing right now. So, well, for me is that firstly is that we're talking about all these technologies. It's an expensive technology. If I look at it as a support or incentive, I will compare it to Singapore. Singapore government actually subsidized 50 to 80 to 90% of the investment into all this green technology of robotics to the contract cleaners. So perhaps if I say that the kind of support, that incentive that the government should look into is probably in these aspects, so that you all can adopt this kind of technology instead of looking into hiring more of all these foreign laborers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wang. Yeah. Since there is only two questions, maybe I would like to bring up this question also to Puan Jamia Jafar. Maybe you want to add some more info?
Yeah, I fully supported Mr. Wong's view that the incentive in terms of rebate for us when we use IoT or automation or technology in our work, because these technology are very expensive, and if you want to implement in the contract, the cost, the client might not agree to it. So the incentive of a rebate in terms of government, from government, I think is very welcome to us, for us to implement automation and reduce on manpower dependency.
Okay. How about Mr. Dinarash? Do you have to add any info?
I fully support on both of them. Whatever I said, I think whatever I said is absolutely right.
Okay, then we come to the second question. The second question is come from Mr. Saiful Sohaimi. The question is, in budget 2021, government has allocated RM2 billion for green technology financing. As this robotic technology are these robotic technology included in this scheme? Robotic. I think both of you can answer this. Mr. Wong.
I think I have to ask the MOF right now. What is in the budget? Is it allocated to us or not?
But
honestly, I really don't have the answer right now. I think we have. Sorry.
Maybe I could answer a bit on this. There is a government body called Green Tech. I think that we are able to get government grants for green technology. But in terms of robotic technology, I'm not very sure, but I think it's very subjective. we can try to speak to them on robotic technology, but it's subject to what technology are we talking about. Cleaning, I'm not very sure about it yet, but apart from that, other than that, I think it's subject for their approval. It's called green tech. That's about it, though.
Yep. I heard that before. Yeah, and also there is some allocation also allocated by Green Tech previously, and maybe after this there is some allocation also. We will look forward to them, and hopefully we'll grab the opportunity. And how about Puan Raja Jamia? Maybe you want to add some info?
I have also been in touch with Green Tech as what Dina Raj has explained, and I think some of their financing is very much technology based, like for electric, for energy savings. Probably MECC can write to them and ask what are the scope for cleaning services, whether we can include, as an association. I think it'd be good if MECC can write to them and include this in their budget, and I mean, they have to expand. There is probably a green chemical which if you do the certification, they can support you. But I think in terms of robotic technology, I'm not sure whether it's in there or not. So maybe we can write to them as an association. That'd be good for us,
That I will take. I will consider that.
Yep.
Okay. Since there is 2 questions only, dear panelists, I have a so-called spontaneous question.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to add on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1, Mr. Wong.
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask Mr. Wong. When we talk about technology, does technology costly, and does Malaysia ready for it?
Well, you look at technology, is it costly or not? I would say that technology is actually very cheap, but in the long run. Okay. So I think the problem with our cleaning contractors is that we do have projects, but all the projects are 1 to 2 years. But when you look at the investment in the equipment, these are actually a long-term investment. The equipment can last for 5 years, probably 10 years, and our equipment can possibly on average on 15 years. So if you have a project that is only 1 or 2 years, and you want to incorporate this kind of technology or this kind of equipment into the project or the tender project, it's actually very costly for you all. But if you look at it as you are able to stretch it over a longer period, then you can see that the cost of the technology is actually very competitive, and is in fact even probably cheaper than if you look at hiring of laborers, foreign laborers. As you can see, the productivity of machines is still much more higher than if you look at manpower. So this is the things that I think probably I can say is a mindset change lah. Probably it's not fully on the MECC part or the cleaning contractor part, but probably the facility manager also have to look into these aspects as well. If let's just say they want us to help improve in the technology and become more productive, okay, have to look at the contract on a long-term basis lah. That's how I see it.
Maybe Dina Raj or Jabia would like to add, or maybe we go to the second question.
For me, I mean, I supported what Mr. Wong has said. Right now, the contract is very short, and for us to incorporate high technology machine, I think it will cost them a bomb, and nobody would want to do that. But if they give us longer terms, then it's good to implement the technology in the cleaning processes, because at the end of the day, the staff is more productive. Then they can focus on some other things. But if the contract is too short, it's difficult for us to invest in the high technology or high technology machines.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This question goes to Dina Raj. Yeah. Can you elaborate facts? Yeah. Elaborate facts of having performance based in cleaning rather than headcount.
Thank you for your question, Dato'. There are a few factors. The obvious reason would be reduction in manpower. The cleaning contractor can greatly reduce the dependency of manpower. For example, let me give you a 10,000 square meter area would require about 5 people to clean, but it can be actually done with one ride-on road sweeper. So there is no need of any more brooms, dustpans, or dust mop anymore. In a long run, like what Mr. Wong has said, it's more profitable for the cleaning contractor. The second thing is the use of technology and innovation. The cleaning contractor is able to implement the latest innovation and technology while also ensuring that the building is clean. But with the headcount based thing, they are not able to do it as they only judge based on workers supplied. And lastly, as I mentioned again, I would like to stress it again as well. The cleaning services is a professional service and not a manpower supplying agency. Thank you, Dr. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, the last sentence, very accurate answer. It's a professional job, yes. Anybody wants to add on, Mr. Wong and or Jamia?
Yeah, for us contractors, we do face a lot of issues with regards to manpower based, performance based. Sometimes we have performed according to the SOP and the KPI required, but some facility managers, they still want to impose on the manpower because the belief that, you know, without manpower you cannot do the work. So these are the dilemma that we are facing, I suppose, as a cleaning contractor.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, there is a third question coming already. Question from Facebook, yeah, is from Mr. Faisal, Haji Faisal Rahim. It's quoted here, I'm Faisal from MACC. Question to Mr. Raj and Mr. Wong. How suppliers like Duromag and Tenon can help cleaning contractor through awareness to government and building owners on performance-based cleaning rather than depending on manpower for cleaning? I think Mr. Raj has answered that. Maybe you can add some more info, yeah?
Okay. What I think for the building owners, first of all, if they should know the product and the technology used, I think they should be aware about it. If they are aware about it, I'm sure that they will look into the performance based cleaning rather than manpower. I'm pretty like in Europe. The building owners they are more into technology and innovation, but here we are still way behind them. So I think the only thing is the building owners should be aware about all these technologies. I think we should educate them as well. So this is my answer to it.
Yeah, hope answer the question. Okay, my question to Puan Haja Jamia. Moving forward, when technology take place and robotic is everywhere in cleaning operations, how you demand in human resources?
Okay, as we move along or as we embark on automation and technology or usage of IoTs in our services, what we would require from what we demand from the manpower is to increase their productivity, and at the same time, we want them to take on more skillful job. We want them to be more knowledgeable in their work and be more or improve their customer service rather than doing the work itself, because the technology has done most of their job. So the customer service can come in place, the productivity can improve. So these are the things that we should look in the manpower, I think.
Okay, thank you, Puan Jamia.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a fourth question coming from the media. The question is from Rahimi Razak, and it quoted here, dear panelists, I would like to ask, do you foresee that with the current pandemic situation, is this the best time to implement the use of robotic and technology in cleaning services? My concern are that with the current economic crisis, manpower cutting exercise, people being jobless, cost optimization, the need of intensive cleaning where the use of manpower are the best to deliver it, etc., etc. What are your opinion? I think let's start with Mr. Wong.
Well, the question is having two conflicting issues over here, like the way I see it. On one hand, we asked to use new technology. On the other hand, there's a concern about manpower losses over here. But for me, is that of course I think we are very much highly dependent on foreign laborers lah. But if notice that everyone, even the government, are talking about getting our own people going into the cleaning industries. But I think I also agree with the president of MACC that if you look at it as replacing the foreign workers is not workable. All right. But if let's say you are hiring cleaning engineers, that's a different story, where wages are higher, the positions are higher, and they are more highly productive. So I believe there should be some kind of a mindset change, and this kind of mindset is a discussion between the MACCA and the government and probably all the stakeholders in order to improve on these industries. So you cannot be going to the old mindset that, oh, I'm going to cut headcount, that means chop people, no more jobs already. It cannot be that way. And you know that we all are developing. We want to aspire to be the first world country. So we are no longer we will have difficulty getting a laborer already. So you have to, make sure that our people are getting high productivity, high wages. So that's the only way lah. That's how I see it.
Mr. Raj, would like to add?
I think what Wong said is absolutely spot on. What he said actually spot on. It's all about how do we use robotic and technology as well. At the moment, if you look at in Duromec, we are getting a lot of inquiries or customers. They are reducing manpower, they are cutting, but they're replacing it with robotic also. So there is two answers for this question as well. That's all.
All right. Thank you. And about Puan Jamia, you want to add on?
In the pandemic situation, less human contact is better. The usage of machine, all that. But as he said, people are jobless. But I don't think if you open the vacancies, there's not many people or local people who wants to apply for this these cleaning jobs. We are still short of manpower. But as Mr. Wong said just now, and in my previous statement also I said, if we upgrade the level of professionalism in the cleaning industry, I believe we might be able to attract locals to do the job. So with and then the usage of new machineries, new technology, I think it might attract or the locals to work in this profession.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Puan Jamia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about time now. We would like to thank everyone for the question and for staying with us until the end to the webinar. And our panel of speakers who have invested their time with us to share their experiences. Before we end, let me leave you with this thought to ponder on. It is indeed tough to plan ahead and move forward when there are a lot of uncertainties. However, we must innovate and prepare for a more lucrative 2021. Thus, I invite you to explore Clean Expo and Festimex 2021, where you can showcase that you are still relevant, having survived 2020, successfully close sales and generate leads in the nation economic rebound, and network with existing customers and strengthen brand loyalty. For more information, please visit www.archidex.com.my or follow our social media to be at the forefront of your industry now. God willing, may we meet again at our next webinar on 19 November 2020 entitled Changing Landscape of Cleaning New Normal with the Malaysian Association of Hotel MAH and Cleaning Innovation Centers yang Berhad CICSB. Stay home, stay safe, and let's once again flatten the curve. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you and see you at Clean Expo and Festimex 2021 from 7 to 10 of July 2021 at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.